Israel, OCMCI. Good morning, everybody. My name is David Kirk. I come from the Stalo First Nation. It's an honor to be here with our two respected elders this morning to start us off for our Truth and Reconciliation Week. This is our 8th year at the university, ensuring that we continue to share the important history of the survivors and those that didn't survive residential school. I know the impact on many of our families. Both of my grandparents attended Kokolitsa in residential school, but my grandfather went on to be a very successful farmer in our community. So there are people that have fought and have moved forward with their lives. But I'd like to introduce our elders, Latash, who is from the Squamish Nation, and his wife Delhia. We're going to start off sharing a song, and then Latash will be sharing some good words. So, OCM.
OCM, Tanoia, Tanoan Sayam and Siaya, Sayoyako, Fletcher Noman on Hoppen Swallowing, Nath the Uns, Latash Kashaming, Tanalachan Osahano Hamel, Squamisho, No Chai Menwahan, Onwanaxton Swallowing. Well, to all of you, buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? Very good to see you today. I'm very happy to be here. I'm Latash. I'm from the Squamish Nation. Thanking my friend and colleague David Kirk for the introduction and also for hosting this week of reconciliation here at Capilano University. I'm very honored to be here. I'm also an alumni of Capilano College, so I'm happy always to return to my alma mater. Before we continue with my welcome today, I want to sing a song. We will share a song with you called Hope, Hope, Chaith. It comes from Chief Joe Capilano, for whom the university is named. And my great uncle went to London, England in 1906 to talk to the king about issues taking place here in the lower mainland and the territory of the Squamish people. And he's very concerned about loss of land. We'd already experienced a residential school for about 20 years in our community, and it wasn't working for us. So we went to lobby for our rights as human beings in this part of the world. So we'll start off with the song Hope, Hope, Chaith, and Chief Joe Capilano. Hope, Hope, Chaith, hey, Asha. was a very cultural man, a very spiritual man. And when he met the King of England, he wanted to do so in a very cultural way. He sang a song to bless the room that he was going to be speaking in. He wanted to bring his spiritual power with this. He wanted to bring the presence of the Squamish people to the king, to let him know who we are and what we represent. We represent the human beings of the Squamish River here in North Vancouver. So welcome all of you today to this gathering of Truth and Reconciliation Week. We are representing the peoples of the Squamish Nation, Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, Lillooet, and the Sechelt. We welcome you. Reconciliation takes place when there is misdeeds of the past, and they have to be corrected. Of the Squamish and the other tribes, we've been involved in reconciliation for over 100 years. As I mentioned, Chief Joe Capilano went to London, England in 1906. He wasn't the only chief to go to England. Many, many other delegations of chiefs from across Canada also went to London, England to bring forward their claims and their assertion of their rights as human beings in this land. As my brother David mentioned to you, his father was not only a survivor of the residential school, but he also was one of the heroes because he formed an association to get equal benefits for people involved in the ranching business. My father actually had a big hand in tearing down the residential school in our community so that we would no longer have that residential school, but we would go on to public schools in the future. So thanking all of you for being present today. I hope you stay tuned for the week. This is very unusual that we are in this time of COVID. I wish everyone peace and safety for all of this time. Osiam, thank you.
Osiam. Thank you, Latash and Delia, for starting us off in a good way this morning.
Thank
I
you.
also would like to remember those two fellows up in Lillooet who sadly passed away. We're sending our thoughts and our prayers to our relatives up in Mount Currie. Our hearts are heavy today with the loss to the community. It's a very sad time for the community. But I do again want to raise my hands and say thank you. I want to also raise my hands to Joel Cardinal in our department, and Miranda and Brandon, but Joel took the lead on planning our Truth and Reconciliation Week online this year. It's so unusual to not be in person celebrating and remembering the survivors of residential school and those that didn't survive, to be doing this in this COVID world. But I'm so happy to spend a little bit of time with our dear relatives, our dear elders here this morning. If you go to the CAP webpage, you can check out all of the activities that are planned for the coming week. So this afternoon is, let's see, what day is it? It is Monday. We have virtual teaching with the Children's Center at 2:30 to 3. And all of the details, all the links for all of the activities that are planned this week are online. I'm not going to go through them all, but we do have an amazing lineup to share with your students, to share with the Children's Center, and to share with the employees here at Capilano. So once again, I raise my hands and say thank you to our elders for starting us off in a good way.